I'm back again with another update on my 2006 Impala SS restoration project, and had good weather today, so I got the hood painted. And yeah, there's some good, some bad, and some ugly to it. But anyway, yeah, running low on materials, so I got to go get me some more clear. I don't have enough clear left to do anything more. And I do have plenty of base coat color left. There's enough of that to get. I won't need to buy any more of this to finish this car, but gonna need another gallon of clear. And I ran low on the thinner, and so I had to. Well, today was a cool day. It was in the 60s outside. It never got above 70 in here. And I wanted to use this thinner, but I ran short. And what I did was I mixed in some of the high temperature. Well, I can't even. The high temperature stuff. And I ordinarily wouldn't want to use it on a day like today at all, but I basically had to stretch this out. So I ended up using slower thinner than I normally would, and it actually made everything flow out really slick. And since it was horizontal, I could get away with it, because boy, that stuff really flowed, and you could see the difference. And another thing that went right was I didn't waste a lot of material. There's my wastage. So I mixed up a pretty accurate batch and came out just about right. And that's the way I want to do it too. I want to come out, so, you know, a little over, not a lot over. You're going to be a little over and throw a little bit of away, but I'd rather come up a little over than come up a little short and then have to scramble. So that was good. And so anyway, yeah, the stuff laid out really, really, really wet and slick. That didn't help me with the dirt. It got a lot of dirt in it, but anyways, there's like the normal amount of dirt. It's not really showing up on camera, but I had a really bad mishap over in this quadrant. I don't know if you can see it, but you know, I had a blast of dirt. I don't know. I was yeah, you can see. Well, most of that I'm pretty confident most of that's going to sand out. You know, because there's other little dirt specks all around. I don't know how many of them. Like, you see that? That's a dirt speck. The reason why you can see that's the reflection in the surface gloss. You know, but here's another one, you know, and they're all over. Here, this is a pretty big one. But I've already had ones like this already in stuff I've done. And, you know, you get away with it on black. You know, so anyway, and there's another one there. And no bugs, but yeah, I had plenty of dirt land in it, and then somehow I got a real nasty handful over here. I know what happened too. I had the gun. I clean this stuff with soap and water before I start, and I also mop the floor. I take my mop and soapy water, and I just mop the floor and have the floor wet when I start. And all this stuff, you know, but you just can't get everything. But it was all washed down with soap and water. I don't know, and I must have been when I was getting underneath, I think, because I shot, you know, the spray gun. It's going to shoot air, and I must have hit a dirty spot, and it sent a shower of dirt. And yeah, I'll be a son of a bitch. So I got to sand that out and see how much of it. I'm sure there's going to be a couple of little specks that, you know, that you see that are just going to look like a phantom dust speck that won't wash off. But it's the kind of thing that you ain't going to see it anyway. On a car that's being driven on this dusty road, and it's got dust all over it all the time anyway. It's a kind of, I mean, I'll have to make a judgment call. I got a couple of places here and there that are like that, and it's the kind of thing you don't see it on a walk around. I mean, this looks hideous now. I got to sand it out and just see, you know, the same way, you know, there's a crummy little Lone Ranger piece of dust there, and there's a I don't know if you can see that. There's another crummy one there. Most of them, I've had lots and lots of these, and most of them they sand out and you don't see anything. You sand it out, buff it over, and it's like nothing was ever there. So we'll have to see what happens. Keep my fingers crossed, and hey, I'll let you know how it turns out. But the way this stuff flowed, and I was looking for danger zones in here where it comes funneling down, and I could see right away that's a danger zone on either side, and I got those right. I didn't put a run or a sag in there, either one of them, in this zone where it just slopes downward, and it's just going to make a natural funnel. And what would normally happen is you'd have a nasty, I don't know if you can see that, but well, yeah, you can look at the light, but yeah, take it from me. There's nothing went wrong there, and and you got to watch yourself when you get in this slope, and I did, and anyways, because it's horizontal and I'm out here in the middle with all that, with that slow reducer, and it just wants to flow out really flat, but then it also wants to stay wet and pick up dust a lot longer than I'd like to. But then I had one little problem over here, and I did, it just never fails. It just never fails. Just when I thought, I was getting it perfect, and I don't know if you can see this. Watch the reflection right there, right where my finger went across there. If you look, it's hard to spot, but there's like a little swell there, and what happened is the paint flowed over the side here, and it made like a little, there's like a little wave of, it's not really a hideous, you can see it though, I can see it. It's not really showing up on camera. Maybe you see that? You see the reflection? And you see that little raised wave where it just runs off the side there? And, for comparison, this side is right. There's none of that here. And, so this side I got it right. And that side there, and then I saw it happening, and, well, there's nothing you can do about it except try to stay off it. But I'm pretty sure I can block that out. It's for one thing, it's really smooth. And I'm pretty sure I can just block that down and make that flat enough that it's not going to be very noticeable at all. So anyway, well, it's just every time I got a paint in here, it's just nerve-wracking. There's just stuff. There's always something ready to go wrong. It just never fails. And some of this stuff I'm learning the hard way how to get the best possible results. And I got some ideas too. I got some ideas about of course we learn from our mistakes, and they say, well, there are mistakes and there are errors, and errors are the mistakes you learn something from, and mistakes are the ones you don't learn from. So, or something like that. But anyways, I'm going to, I gotta wait. I gotta wait for it to, cure a few days, and then I'm gonna sand it out. Hey, and the worst that can happen is I gotta do it all over. That's about it, So, and and I got, probably can't see it, but the whole underside, nice and black and clear coated under there. And that's probably when I shot that blast of dust in the air, when I was underneath shooting upward, and I hit a dirty spot somewhere underneath there, and that's probably when that happened. So anyways, yeah. So there you go. One more panel down, and I have to keep my fingers crossed and hope it turns out. And I got to go to the paint store and get me some more paint. So thanks for watching. So long.